Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we got episode 21 of the Attitude Era review series. WWF One Night Only 1997. This would be a pay-per-view right before, I believe, Bad Blood 97. We got a European title match, British Bulldog versus Shawn Michaels. This would be in Birmingham, England, at the NEC Arena. This was September 20th, 1997. First off, guys, I want to thank everyone for hitting that subscribe button lately. Keep sending in all your suggestions. I'm happy to do the return of the Attitude Era review series. So we had 11,000 in attendance here at the NEC Arena in Birmingham, England. Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler, and Mr. McMahon are on commentary. This is a little bit harder show to watch because of the Bret and Undertaker match is not included with the VHS. The VHS tape here runs about 2 hours, and then the Undertaker Bret Hart title match is about 30 minutes. So I'll get into the championship match first. You can find that on the Bret Hart DVD that was released in 2005. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So Bret Hart is the champion. He won the title at SummerSlam. He's going to be facing Undertaker here. Solid match overall. It's a good back and forth match. These guys battle in and out of the ring, and Undertaker is getting booed like crazy here. Bret Hart is working on Taker's leg here. Figure four around the ring post. One of my favorite spots ever. Just awesome there. And then he locks the figure four on in the ring. After this, we get a double down here. Double clothesline. Undertaker sits up to boos. These people are booing the Undertaker. They love Bret Hart. Bret Hart goes for the sharpshooter, but Undertaker gets the ropes. Bret goes outside the ring, grabbing the bell, but the referee here snatches up the bell. Bret ends up blocking a tombstone, and Bret's caught in the ropes, neck and head area. Taker is just relentless here, and he's pounding the hell out of Bret while he's caught in the ropes, and the referee calls for the disqualification. Bret Hart retaining the title here, but Undertaker isn't done. He gives a chokeslam to a couple of referees, and Taker is heavily booed here. Shocking. Solid match overall. I like the match quite a bit. I'm a big fan of that SummerSlam 97 match as well. Bret Hart, this would be his pretty much one of his final shows. They would have Bad Blood and then Survivor Series. So opening up the VHS tape here, give you a close shot. And back, got Dude Love, Triple H. I don't know why it's not focusing, but whatever. I do love the logo. That's really weird. It's not to focus. Love the logo here and all that cool stuff. You got Davey Boy, the European champion. Sorry guys, but tried. We got an awesome package here from SummerSlam 1992 to open up the tape. First match of the night is going to be Triple H with Chyna versus Dude Love. These guys had a great feud throughout '97. Of course, the cage match at SummerSlam. They were both a part of the King of the Ring finals. I believe they had a match at one of the In Your House events. Triple H and Dude Love, this wouldn't be the end of their feud. They would feud for years. Triple H would end up retiring fully. So they start off with an Indian Deathlock with Mick Foley. Mick Foley had an Indian Deathlock. Triple H ends up ducking the sweet shin music. Clothesline on the outside by Chyna. Triple H hitting a face buster. And then Triple H locking on the abdominal stretch. He's cheating here. He's caught cheating as well. Hanging onto the ropes. And the referee, they do that push spot. Triple H gets pushed almost out of the ring. And Dude Love ends up hitting the sweet shin music. Double arm DDT for a 2 count. After Chyna puts Triple H's foot on the rope. The referee and Chyna are getting into it here. And then pedigree, 1, 2, 3. Dude Love is down here. I thought this was a solid opener. It only went, I think, about less than 20 minutes here. There's only, 4 or 5 matches on the actual tape. 5 matches on the tape. And then you can include the Bret and Undertaker match, 6 matches. I think the actual event had about 8 matches that a couple weren't even included on the tape. They go to some pre-tapes here with a fan poll. British Bulldog versus HBK. Who's walking out with the European title tonight? Then we get some footage from Ground Zero, which was I think a couple weeks prior to this. With the Headbangers winning the tag titles. Austin hitting the stunner on Owen Hart, costing them the tag titles. Really conspicuous by his absence is Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's not even on the show here. This is around the time where Austin stuns McMahon, I think a couple of days before. Find out. Yeah, September 22nd, so this is 2 days before Austin stuns McMahon. We got a tag team championship match. Headbangers versus Los Boricuas. Headbangers end up retaining here. One of the Boricuas hit a powerbomb on Thrasher. Good back and forth here, and I think Mosh hit the a Molly go round type finish. I don't know what they called it, but they retain the titles and they go out and celebrate with the fans after the match. We go to another pre-tape with the British Bulldog. JR interviewing the Bulldog here. And then a LOD promo. So, cool stuff. And, they're constantly bringing up SummerSlam 92 as well. Bret and Bulldog, they're bringing up... Bulldog's bringing up how he's doing this for his family. His sister, who I believe had... cancer or something at the time. She was sick. She was going to be at ringside. Diana was there, his family and all that. And ironically, LOD was also at SummerSlam 92. Remember them coming out in the on the Harleys, and really cool entrance. Third match of the night is going to be the Godwins versus LOD. They're still playing up on LOD breaking Henry's neck here. And we got a huge pop for LOD. Didn't expect nothing less. And LOD is very dominant early on here. Godwin's end up hitting a slop drop for 2. Slop drop is pretty much a Scorpion death drop. The reverse DDT. Animal gets the hot tag here. Double clothesline. They hit the Doomsday Device for a 3. LOD here, really popular. Kind of sucks that they're gonna win the titles in a couple months, maybe another month, and then they're gonna drop the titles to the Outlaws. I think LOD was a bit misused in '98, and then they're out of there. Other things I want to mention here, they're still using the block logo. I know it's hard to see, but they're still using the block logo on their logos here. The ropes are red, white, and blue. They have a decent staging area, but it is still the house show type feel to it. So now Jim Ross is in the ring, and he's going to have an interview with Ken Shamrock. Shamrock was, I believe, recently injured or whatever, storyline, I think. And he was not cleared to wrestle on this pay-per-view. So out comes Rockabilly. Rockabilly, not the greatest character ever. This is still before the New Age Outlaws, like I just mentioned, but Shamrock ends up putting the ankle lock on Rockabilly. I'm still laughing about that, because even McMahon's like, Rockabilly? What does Rockabilly doing? This was a way to shine up Shamrock a little bit here. 4th match of the night. We got one more after this. Vader versus Owen Hart. When I didn't watch this show in a few years. It's probably been a good 10 years since I watched this show. And I totally forgot about this match. And this isn't one of the best shows ever. I'll give my rating at the end as well. But I was really surprised by this match. I was very impressed with it. Owen Hart comes out to a massive ovation. It's a good back and forth match. Owen Hart actually hits a Hurricane Rana on Vader. He hits a nice crossbody, but Vader blocks the sharpshooter. Vader hits a big splash. And he gets a 2 count. It's Vader time here, and Vader's opening up. He's going to town on Owen Hart here. And Owen Hart blocks the Vader bomb, hits an enziguri, sharpshooter on Vader. Vader gets the ropes. Owen Hart with a big slam on Vader. He got him all the way up, and it was like Hogan slamming Andre. It was impressive. Huge pop for Owen. Owen hits a dropkick off the top rope. Owen goes for a crossbody, but he's caught by a power slam by Vader. 1, 2, 3. Vader wins the match here. Very good, solid match. I was impressed by it. I definitely recommend you guys check out these last couple matches here. Vader and Owen and the European title match. A little bit sick. If I sound funny, I'm coming off a cold. Next up here, we got a Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels promo. And he's talking about becoming the Grand Slam champion. He's been the world champion, the IC champion, and the tag champ. If he wins that European title, he'll be the first ever Grand Slam champion. This was a big deal at the time, because it really, built up something. And I was really impressed with the debut and the first few years of the European title. You had Bulldog, Shawn, Triple H, Owen Hart. Some pretty credible names here. Then we go to the fifth match, the main event of the evening for the European Championship. And British Bulldog, this is all Bulldog early on. He is very dominant. And out comes Rick Rude, the insurance policy for DX. This is a good back and forth type match. And here comes Triple H in China now. Shawn Michaels hits 2 consecutive elbow drops. Sweet Chin Music is blocked. Bulldog goes for a power slam, but Rick Rude snatches a leg here. Bulldog's outside here going for another power slam. And Bulldog slips between the guardrail and the kind of the platform. The ring is raised up a bit from the floor to kind of make it look higher here. And Bulldog's foot gets caught in there. He's already wearing a knee brace too. And Triple H and China and Rick Rude are pulling the guardrail on Bulldog's leg. And Bulldog isn't having any of it. Shawn Michaels also hits a Sweet Chin Music on the outside of the ring. Triple H hits a pedigree on the Bulldog. And Shawn Michaels locks on the figure 4 inside the ring. This was one of the first times I seen the figure 4 used. When I first started collecting VHS tapes way back in the day. This was a pretty gruesome match to watch. And Triple H and China are pulling Shawn's arms while the Bulldog is, agonizing in pain here. The referee is doing, several counts, counting down the Bulldog. And after a while, Shawn Michaels they end up pulling his knee brace off at one time. They throw it at Diana. The referee ends up stopping the match. Shawn Michaels is the new European champion. They got the figure 4 leg lock done again. Diana, Owen, Bret Hart, they're all in the ring. And DX kind of cowers away here. Lot of heat in this match. Very, very top-notch heat. Beating the British Bulldog in his hometown in that manner. I thought it built up well. Especially leading into Survivor Series. Shawn Michaels was definitely a hated man. We do go backstage for a pre-tape with the Bulldog saying he let down his fans, he let down his family and all that stuff. And he does want a rematch for the European title. Overall, guys, I would say this is a thumbs-up show. I really enjoyed going back and watching this. It's one of those shows you don't really expect much out of, but overall, definitely thumbs up. Episode 22 is going to be next with Backlash 1999. Awesome show. Forget where this takes place. This is Memphis with the Mississippi River. We got a cool hardcore title match. We got Rock and Austin rematch from WrestleMania 15. Let me know your thoughts on One Night Only, guys. Take some time. Subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. We'll talk to you later. Peace.